to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, when we talked about the NFL moving into the relocation game, most people assumed it would be London, maybe Mexico City. Now, this capital city was one of the dark horse candidates, but folks here have shown already that they are football mad. Trust us, you should have seen the scene walking in, and I think this entire country is already getting behind this football team. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Mahomes to throw on second down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. On second down, here's Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. Butker's kick here is good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. But you look at this defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
60 bicep, 60, 18, pioneer. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And Sutton will have a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll take this to the 46.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
43! 43!
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some.
Unlock line. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Fighting him off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him,
All those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Easy.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They begin the drive with Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
19 tight. 19.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On second down, Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, 57 colors.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the slant, completes to Sutton. Into space at the 45. Still on his feet. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Mahomes going to change things up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
15.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
15.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, what a move. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's second down and 3.
Hey, 43, 15.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Come back. Yellow.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce from 19 yards away. And the Dragons get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage,
They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Let's go now.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ready.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Fights off the defender. And the Broncos,
man, get the fuck out of here.
Try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Dragon 60.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
I don't know what was going on.
Bro, what the fuck?
This is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, come on. Set. Trap 60, trap 60. Hurry, hurry.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look.
15, 15. 15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Open man right side is Tony. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
43.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading